Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my kitchen. I think I'm on time, sort of, and I'm not completely prepped, so y'all are going to see pretty much beginning to end. I think I have all of my stuff out. I'm doing those 3 meals that I posted earlier this week. They're what I call dump meals. You're just dumping everything into a gallon bag, and I haven't even labeled my bags yet. So we'll just chit chat while I label my bags. So because I've been so sporadic and hit or miss about getting going live here in the group and even posting sometimes, I think my algorithms are really down. A lot of you guys aren't seeing them live. You aren't getting notifications when I'm going live. I hope that we can fix that. If you guys would please watch, like, comment, add friends, all of those good things, so we can get our algorithms back up. I would greatly appreciate it. So Pampered Chef at a conference this year told us that people's attention span is even shorter. It's something like, I don't know, 8.6 or 6.8 seconds, and I probably can vouch for that because my attention span isn't long at all. So the world of virtual is now going to the world of quick snippets, and rather than videos, full-length videos like what I do here, you're going to see more reels, 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 real quick is what I call it, little, that still gets the message across, but everything's in fast forward, like speeds up. So I'm gonna try to figure that out, and if that's something that you guys want, I'll figure it out. I don't know, I just feel like life in general is in fast forward, so anytime I can slow it down, that's what I like better. Hey Kat, I'm glad you can join us. I have been watching your house go up. It is beautiful. I love seeing the progression when people are building or adding something new to their property. Cilantro, lime, chicken. I'm just writing what these are, labeling my bags because I didn't get that done ahead of time. I'm doing a double batch, one for a neighbor down the way, but really, I mean, if you're going to get the things to do one, you might as well double up. Put 2 batches in the freezer, and then you get ahead of the game for another week, another month. In the Ziploc bags, especially when you double bag them, they're good for about 3 to 5 months. Always double bag them, and always use freezer bags. Better to use the ones without that little plastic zippy thing. Yes, it is getting there. It's getting gorgeous is what it's getting. I'm so happy for you, Kat. So without that little plastic zippy thing, you want a double zip. Double zip. Ziploc. I have learned that brand name is better when it comes to Ziploc. Let's see, I must have got out 3, 2, 4, yep, I got out 1 too many. That's okay. I'll need something to put the extra chicken in. It says chicken cacciatore. So we're doing sausage lentil soup. My favorite protein right now is lentils. I'm driving Lynn crazy with it, but you can do a lot of things with lentils. Who knew? This is going to be a more traditional dish that you would do with lentils. Okay. Now, speaking of attention spans, now I'm focused. Okay, maybe a little bit. Let's go ahead and get the sausage and lentil soup out of the way. So I've used these before. I found these on Amazon. They're just bag holders. I think they came in a set of maybe 6 or 8. I don't use them all at the same time. Usually just 2 or 3 is all I use, because if I lay them all out there and I'm doing different things, they're going to end up with different ingredients. So these, well, there you go. These just hold the bag open. Back on the topic of bags, I have used in a pinch, I've used storage bags because I bought them by accident on the inside bag, but then I popped it into a freezer bag on the outside bag. So Also, if you fold your bag open, just fold that zipper down, you're less likely to get gunk in the zipper, less mess, easier closure. On this side. Anyway, just one of those things I learned through trial and error. I used to tell people when they call about gardening things, well, I can tell you how to kill it. I can tell you what not to do. It's kind of the way it is in the kitchen. I can tell you what I failed at, and hopefully you won't. A little sip of water. Okay, so 2 cups lentils in each bag. It's calling for sausage. It doesn't specify what kind of sausage. I was going to use deer sausage, but I found this chicken sausage on sale and I had a coupon for it. So that's what we're going to throw in here. Now, if it's just 2 of you, like it is now Lynn and I, then, well, maybe I can get this out of this bag. You might want to double these, or half it, to make 2. And if you doubled it, that'd be 4. So just go ahead and divide it into 2, 1 recipe. And then you won't have to eat so many leftovers at one time. Grab a knife. Of course, it's in the sink. A full Monty this morning. So I had to take Maggie to get her hair done, and she was not having it this morning. She loves to go for a ride, but she's figured out when I make that turn to go see the groomer, she knows exactly where she's going, and she's not a fan. So I'm just, you can slice your sausage however you like it. Like I say, this is, I think it's Chipotle chicken sausage with Monterey Jack in it, which I thought would kind of make it give it a creamy consistency. Because this is going to be in the crock pot all day when I'm ready to cook it. So I'm just halving these between the 2 of us. Be about a pound of meat and 1 for Maggie. On the floor. How's everybody's week going so far? Hey, Lacey. Good morning. I'm glad you joined the group. We're doing some dump meals this morning. Mostly chicken. Well, I guess all chicken since this is chicken sausage. But when I post this video, or when I finish it out, I'll post the recipes, and all it's going to give you, just going to give you a list of ingredients, which I've already put up there. But you're just going to label your bag, throw the ingredients in a bag, pop it in a second bag in the freezer, and then when you're ready to cook it, goes in the crock pot. You can put it on low all day, or if you need to get done really, really fast and you have a hot cooking crock pot, then speed it up. Let's see, a pound of carrots. I don't think I have quite a pound, but we're going to put in there what I have. And rather than chop these up, I did drag out the chopper for this. Now, if you're not watching live, you guys, just fast forward to the end. We were talking earlier about reels versus live. Folks are, and you know, it's the world of Snapchat and all of that. Those things will get done quicker. Find my peeler. I really was hoping to have a lot of this done before y'all jump on. So I apologize for having to watch even the preliminary stuff. I'm just peeling these carrots really quick, and I'm going to send them through that rapid prep, and it chops way faster than I can. So normally, if it was just me prepping for supper, I would just do it with a knife. But for Tom's sake, and because I'm going to have to go pick up the poodle about 11:30, go ahead and get these done. Knock them out. And that's that's when those bigger, you know, prep items come in handy, is when you're doing bulk prep. You guys can't even see what I'm doing, but this is just my little serrated peeler. It's been in the outlet. Several of you got them before they went away. I just like this one best. It's like shaving the veggies, and you can do anything from a peach to your carrots. Hey, Miss Ruth. How are you this morning? Working on some dump meals for the crock pot. So I have 4 carrots here, 5 carrots. I don't know, they may be a pound. I took them out of a pound bag. Okay. I have 2 cutting mats here because I'm going to go ahead and cut my chicken up on this one, and then we'll toss the chicken spattered. I'll switch to a veggie one. This way. All right. You know what? I'll bet that is too much for that. Okay. Yes, talking to myself. I do that quite often. Anybody else? Okay. And also, most of the time the videos go away after 30 days. I don't know if you guys noticed that. If I don't specify for them not to. That's okay. A lot of these I put on YouTube for my sweet friend Miss Clara. You know what? I'm just going to leave them alone. And these were just slicing. So I got to get my slice right here. Turn the knob. Let's do it, I don't know, kind of thick. We'll do it midway. So, remember the old time salad chopper? I think I could put more than one in. You know what? I bet I could put them all in. A lot quicker than what I can slice. I do everything with it. I get it done. Rapid prep, man, prep. That's what we're doing, rapid prep. Uh-oh, some of them got sideways. That's okay. Alright, also going in this bag is 3 to 4 stalks of celery. I know I have some, here it is. Give this a quick rinse, guys. I am sorry again, I don't have this ready. But like I said, you can always come back later and fast forward through these parts. This, we love celery. Lynn's not a huge fan, but the rest of us love it. And now remember, you can plant this in, and all of this, ooh, not that. All of the leaves that are viable, you can eat. It makes a wonderful seasoning, celery. So I chop up the whole thing, unless it's empty on the inside. And let me give these a quick rinse and toss these into the compost bowl. Get some of this stuff washed. Almost all. Anyway, here we go with our celery. What the heck? Got some kind of leaf borer or something in there. That's what you get when you get organic. You get organic protein as well. Alright. In goes celery. Hopefully he's not living in one of those stalks. and an onion. Seems like this is going to take the longest. And like I tell y'all often, the longest part of cooking any meal is the prep work. So if you can get ahead of this, I mean, whatever time I spend here doing this morning is less time on cook night. Just dumping it in the pot. And I told y'all that slow cooker stand for the rock crock's going away, so if that's on your radar, get that before August 31st. Got a carrot down here I keep stepping on. Go ahead and chop these too. Why not? Make them all the same size, and then they cook more evenly, even in the crock pot. Probably should have diced those. I'll do that. I can turn this to dice mode. Send them back through. Although soup, big chunk, little chunk, doesn't really matter, right? I feel like that chef on the Muppets with stuff flying everywhere. Let's see that you said something. Miss Cat, I'm just far away from it. Oh yes, if I had chickens, I would get all of these scraps. Miss Cat. No more chickens. Got a lab. No more chickens. I do love them. I just like for them to go free range. So I got 2 bags here. I'm just going to eyeball half in one bag and half in the other. Now this sausage has been cooked, so I'm not too worried about combining. Actually, all of these, even though I'm putting in raw chicken, because I'm going to dump them in the slow cooker, and that's the way I would dump them in if I were just prepping it to go directly into it. I would put it all in there together anyway. So I'm going to do all of these meals just like I'm going to dump them into the crock pot. I'm not separating anything out. Okay, this also gets a can of diced tomatoes, a tablespoon of Italian, and that's it for this. I'm going to use Italian and the rosemary herb because I love it. We also want the juice going in. So 1 rosemary herb. Did I tell y'all what the most popular seasoning is? It really surprised me. Kind of it doesn't, because it's the one that I began with. Is Southwestern. Might as well. Go ahead and put the rest in. And juice and all on the diced tomatoes, and you can even get Italian style diced tomatoes. You cut back on your seasoning, that will cut back on your salt. However, remember there's sodium in the tomatoes. Give the can a little rinse. Another one. So Melanie, if you're watching this later, I'm just going to put these in my freezer. I don't think I'm going to get down there today. It'll probably be tomorrow. Quick rinse. And now for the lentils. Lentils are a little harder to pick through because they're about the same size as dirt. So you have to be a little bit more careful when you're cleaning your lentils. I've already given them a rinse. So let's see how many I have. close. So I'm putting half of them in each bag. Roll these up. Stay ready to go. Double bag. Remember to double bag. Another reason you want to double bag is just plain and simple. You don't want if this broke open, it's going to be all in my freezer. If one breaks, then perhaps the second one will catch it. It's definitely happened to me before. So you'll just add 2 cups of chicken broth and a cup of water when you put this in your crock pot. Cook it for 6 to 8 hours, low and slow, or 3 to 4 if you're cooking on high. All right, cilantro lime chicken. This is thighs or breast, and I thought I'd do a combination of them both. Let's go ahead though, while I'm cutting and using the chicken cutting mat, I'm going to go ahead and cut chicken for the cilantro lime and also the chicken cacciatore. See here, limes rolling around. We love cilantro. It has been so hot this summer, my cilantro gave up the ghost weeks ago. I have a few sprigs in the windowsill, but it's not looking too good. So I had to buy cilantro. It doesn't make me happy. I like to grow it myself. So, but it looks like for the next 7 days, at least here in Southeast Texas, even though it might be raining, we're going to have a little reprieve from such hot weather. So I'm just going to go, and like I say, a pound of chicken per bag, depending on how many you're feeding. I'm just going to go ahead and fill up all the bags. So I'm going to put a breast each and a thigh each. Try not to drip chicken juice across my kitchen. Normally I'd be closer to the sink with this. But, do what you gotta do. So thinner pieces are better. And you can do this, I'm gonna do this with the thigh too so y'all can see how easily. This closing cut just hangs on to it, holds it. I'm leaving the fat trimmings on. This is boneless, skinless, it's the value pack. But even the value pack at H-E-B has gone up. I think it was $307. Hey Kelly, good morning. Doing some dump meals, chicken, freezer meals. Okay, now let me grab a couple of thighs. Getting ahead of the game. I think probably 2 thighs each. You know what? I'm gonna zip the knife through it. These are smaller thighs, they don't really need it. But I want y'all to see. I'll just put them both on. I'm guessing on the poundage. About a pound of meat per bag. And as you can see, that, so now I don't have any thick pieces. Trying really hard not to touch chicken. So I slice through. That one done. Let me get 2 more for this other bag. So anyway, every time, that one's a pretty good size. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm sure y'all are feeling the pinch too. The things we normally buy, they're going up and up and up. So I've been doubling up, putting in the freezer. Really don't want to be a hoarder, but I really don't want to pay more for the same thing, you know? Already paying more to get there. But anyway, not on that soapbox this morning. Okay, back to the chicken cacciatore. I'm going to do the same thing. 1 breast per bag. be enough for our supper and then our lunch the next day. Like I say, depending on how many you have in your household, then put a few more if you need to. Then the rest of this I'm just going to put into freezer bags for grill or whatever. I still have some seasoned from the last time we did this, so I'm just going to put those up. Might do, I don't know, chicken spaghetti, whatever you would need bulk chicken for. And then 2 thighs. Are y'all watching me? Y'all know I'm going to drop one. It's coming. Okay. Those sliced thin. Put in the bag. Chicken cacciatore. So it's better to do all of your meats first and then clean up, especially if you're doing chicken, and then all of your veggies. When we do live workshops here, I have everybody come with their meat already prepped. So all we do really is to add it. Add the veggies and the seasonings, directions to each bag. Mostly we just visit and have a good time. But being productive, feeding our family. Okay. Now I got that done. Let me get all the chicken out of the way. This chicken out of the way. Handy dandy. I'm taking the mat away that I cut the chicken on. I don't know that the chicken actually touched it, but it probably sprinkled, splashed and whatnot, so I'm just going to give it a quick wipe with my Norwex cloth. If y'all haven't watched that chicken challenge, that's the coolest thing. Okay. Now, back to my cilantro lime chicken. We need lime juice. And just because I love the smell, I've already washed my limes. And I'm sure I've told you this before too, but remember, the very tip, you want it smooth as possible, because the bigger this tip is on your citrus, on your limes and lemons, the more pith you have. And we like the zest. So, you want less pith, more zest. And I just think it adds such a beautiful flavor, bigger flavor, and it smells lovely. Lime zest is one of my favorite scents. So I'm just zesting it directly into the bag. Now I got another little tip. You know how you get inundated if you have relatives or neighbors that have citrus trees that survive the freeze? If you get inundated with lemons, squeeze them out. Don't let them go bad. Squeeze them out and put them in a Ziploc bag rather than your ice cube trays. You've heard to do that. And freeze them. Put them in a Ziploc and freeze it. Then you can just break off. If you need a half teaspoon or a teaspoon, just break off that much because it's thinner, and then stick the rest back in. I thought that was a neat tip. There's a little bit more of that. So zest first, and you can freeze the zest. That's where I was going with that little tip. Freeze the juice, freeze the zest, and then you're not wasting those lemons. I know I've thrown several away over the years that I just didn't get to before I used them. Makes me sad to throw stuff away, but I'm using them now. Let me grab another knife. Sorry. Handy dandy utility knife. I also need a juicer. And these are smaller limes, so I'm just going to do 2 whole limes in each bag, the juice of 2 whole limes. straight into the bag. Remember, straight side down into the well. Give it a squeeze. Smells so good. I told y'all that story. The first several times that I juiced lemon or lime, I put it, because it fits perfect down in that well. And my son said, Mom, no. Mom, no, this way. And sure enough, there in the directions it said that I did not read. Turns out we have a pretty good juicer when you use it properly. Squeezing it all. Can y'all believe August is halfway over? Do y'all say that every month? I feel like I'm getting wiser. Getting older. Sounding like my mama. That's okay. Time truly does speed up the older we get. The quicker it goes, it seems. Okay. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm gonna dump all of this into my compost bowl. And I don't even care if the rest of my vegetables taste like lime. I don't care because I love lime. Okay. So we got the lime juice in the chicken. Now we're going to go with a bag of frozen corn. And I have a partial bag here. And a whole, this is a 16 ounce. Just going to pour it all in there and then half it between the two bags. Let's see, I'm pretty sure this is 2 cups. Well, a little over 2 cups. Whoops. So half in one, corn going everywhere, and half in the other. Same with the rest of this. I guess you could serve this in a tortilla, shred the chicken when it's done, or over a salad, a Southwest salad, or just over some brown rice, or by itself. It'd be great on a baked potato as well. Baked potato would be good. Another onion and a can of black beans. Let's get this onion. Pull this off. And because this is kind of a Southwest dish, I have some purple onions. I think I'm going to throw some purple onion in here. Cilantro has been rinsed. I'm just going to chunk this up really quick with my utility knife. Utility knife means kind of like a utility player, pull it in for anything. Just slice and dice really quickly. Y'all know when you're cutting onions, the quicker you get done, the better. And that purple onion, I'm going to go ahead and throw it into the bags. I had onion and bell pepper in my eggs this morning. Slice. And even the utility knife, I know it has a little smaller blade, but I'm still using the pinch grip. Keeping those other fingers back and out of the way. And we also are going gonna put a can of black beans in these. And I just got the bigger can, and I'm just gonna half that between the two bags. This purple onion is actually stronger than that white one was. Isn't that funny how you can have two onions? Sometimes the same onion, two white onions, two yellow onions, and then one will be very mild and one will be super hot. And now in goes the cilantro. You really can't have too much cilantro. We like fresh. I'm just gonna put the minimal amount in my bag here to freeze. And then whenever I actually make the dish, we'll have some fresh on the dish itself. You know you can eat every piece of cilantro. I know I've told you guys this. And something else, whenever I was researching cilantro, I probably told you this too. Coriander seeds are actually cilantro seeds. I never knew that. Never knew that. So seed, root, stem, we usually just eat the leaves, but you can eat the whole cilantro plant. So there you go. Okay. Enough for now. There. And let me rinse. This is just a pop top lid. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. I'm going to give these a quick rinse. Put half in one and half in the other, which is going to amount to probably about a cup. Yeah, cup each. Half in one and the other. Okay. And this one's done. How's our time? Oh, 40 minutes. It's really hoping to be done in 30, but almost. It's going to end up being about 45. Give it a stir around. And now for the cacciatore. Let me go back and double bag these. I promise I am. Okay. Last one. Yo. I got it backwards. I put the lentil soup in the bag labeled chicken cacciatore. So I'll just change the label on the outside bag, I double bag with. Okay, in this goes zucchini, green pepper, another onion. Let's throw some bread in there too. So whenever I do peppers, the first time I had these for breakfast, so I'll go ahead and seed them out. And then just cut down the outside bell, and I'll stick those in the fridge and then eat on them as needed. If it's not going to be for a couple of days, then I go ahead and chop them down and put them in the freezer. All right, back to the mandolin. On the slice mode. Just going to cut these ends off of the zucchini. I never got the first zucchini this year because it was just so hot. It's like the plants couldn't get established in the beds. Not enough water, not enough rain. Wasn't diligent enough about watering, I guess. This last one, let me peel the onion. So if any of you have a fall garden in, He's going to get plenty of water this week, I understand. I hope and pray. We're still down 10 inches in our area. Okay. You know what? Let's make a moon shapes, shall we? Just going to cut right down the middle and make it a moon shape. Sort of a moon shape. This goes in the one bag. When we catch Tori, I guess you could serve it with noodles. Maybe some egg noodles. Your choice. I would do orzo. I love orzo. But it's still pasta. But it's rice-shaped pasta, and I love rice. Yes, I am a carbaholic. Yes, I am. Oh, gosh. And the other. And now we'll do, let's do all of these at the same time. We'll do the green onions. I'm gonna dice instead of slice. Let's put big dices. There's a guard back here. Even if you don't use the guard, you're still not gonna get your fingers. There's a guard over the blade. Okay. Got one more. Let's go ahead and empty this because half of this is going to go into one bag. And then the other half into the other bag. All of this can go in the dishwasher. Got lots of bell pepper juice back here. Okay, and my onions, zip those through. They look like shoestring potatoes. Morning, Gina. We are making prepping some chicken dump meals. This would go in here. The rest of that onion in the other one. For the crock pot. And we are done with our veggie prep. Zip right through that. Get all of this in the sink. At least I have it contained to one little area. Okay, and last for this one is our chunky, put that in there, spaghetti sauce. And then we are done. That gives us 6 plus the leftover chicken that's just going in a bag to cook later, season later. Calls for chunky, but I don't think it matters. I'm gonna get a little bit of water in here to get all of the goodness out of the can. And then, I say on cook day, you just dump it in your crock pot. Hey Nancy, good to see you watching. Chicken dump meals. I'm going to post the recipe at the top of this video later today. I gotta go get the poodle. And there you have it. So 6 meals, about 45 minutes. I think I jumped on at 10:32 and I had not much prep at all. So I would definitely say under an hour it would take to do this one. So these are gonna go in the freezer, ready for when we need a quick dinner. Quick dinner, all day long crock pot dinner. Hi Melissa, I'm signing off right now. I hope you guys will go back and watch the video, fast through, just catch the highlights. And I'll be sure and post the recipe to each of these at the top of this post. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all have a great day.